Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for Nasdaq price prediction and SPX as well. Of course, for the intraday, we're gonna see what happened today, what it might happen also next. So today we have expected, of course, a little bit more higher prices. Yesterday live stream, we said if we take this invalidation of bearish, we might see, of course, even higher prices, and we saw this. However, the targets were not really taken. You know, always a wave 5 just by taking the high is much more than enough, of course, to claim a wave 5 finish, of course, in case that we have finished the structure as 5 waves. And I think here is, of course, is a case scenario where you are looking here at a potential 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. This wave 4 did not reach the wave 1. And even you can count potentially as well. This is as a wave 1 here, 1, 2, and then having a wave 3, 4, and a 5. So what I'm looking at right now is some red. It's not very impulsive, but of course, due to the fundamentals that we are hearing right now, is a little bit around the Fed and yeah, I would say the destiny of the Fed, Jerome Powell. So what might happen with him regarding Trump decision about, yeah, probably firing him. It's very bad. I don't like to talk so much in fundamentals and politics, but yeah, I mean, those are the potential red candles that we are looking at right now. That is a little bit of tension inside the US right now concerning the Fed. So basically what we are looking here on Elliott wave, there is nothing impulsive as I have mentioned, but it's just like some fear, some confusion, what it might happen, and so on. But basically, because we took the low here and we took almost like we finished here an impulse and we start to dive a little bit deeper and taking, of course, the low. That means, of course, you have finished here those 5 waves toward the upside, and basically we're looking for lower right now. This looking, of course, something like not impulsive because the wave 4 took the wave 1, right? And therefore there is no impulse. I would say this is kind of like an A, B, and a C can be, of course, or it can be, of course, W, X, and a Y, where you see here a zigzag correction and another zigzag or potential impulse toward the downside. So basically I would say, yeah, we could have topped for a wave 5, for a wave 3 in the orange, and we're looking right now for this wave 4 as we were expecting as well. So this target for a wave 4 might be the following. We might reach the 0.23 in this blue box, and based on the timing, we can reach, of course, the double time of a wave 2. Let me just make this much more precise. This is a wave 2. And this is the top finally, of course, for the wave 3. Therefore, yeah, we might reach here a wave 4. Let me make sure it is a wave 4 over 2 timing. Here we go. Okay, so the wave 4 might reach somehow over there. It can be tomorrow, it can be after tomorrow that we might finish this wave 5. And that because we are very close to perfection already with timing. So I would say this is the first A, B, and a C probably, and then moving toward the upside. And this is, of course, for both logarithmic and linear chart. So the target is a potentially minimum target is 22K 400, I would say, for this wave 4. And therefore, we take it from there. We see if we are moving for higher again for a wave 5. It should be, of course, unless we're going to turn corrective here. We don't want to see this. Yep, so these are basically for Nasdaq. The updates, let's see SPX. SPX, we have 1, 2, of course, we have the wave 3. Potentially the wave 3 has, okay, the wave 3 here has reached exactly the target required with the wave 5. Now we're still looking at something corrective, definitely. This is still something corrective. We're still looking for one more high, I would say. Let's check a little bit lower time frame, knowing that the timing here is very long for any wave 2, any kind of wave 2. However, I cannot say that we are bearish still, unless here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, well, even is not really nice contracting diagonal. It looks a little bit expanding diagonal. Still corrective, guys. Very simple. You took the 886 as well here. Therefore, a lot of issues in this move toward the downside, I would say. I think that we're moving toward the upside. Still one more wave for, of course, here, this wave 5 can still finish around this area, okay? However, whatever it's gonna happen here, the wave 5 is already done. We took the high, we took the wave 3, we moved impulsive, and probably this is still unfolding like 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. The wave 5 can be diagonal, can be an impulse, and yeah, therefore we might still see higher prices, and okay, we can talk about lower prices again after finishing this wave 5, looking for wave 4. We're gonna update the wave 4. Of course, those targets are older, of course, because we get now new highs. Yeah, so with the new highs we're gonna see later on, but basically I'm still looking for a little bit higher for SPX before we start to move toward the downside. However, don't forget that based on risk management here, the move toward the downside is much bigger and larger than this small move toward the upside. Therefore, risk management, of course, guys. All right, that was it for the intraday for SPX and Nasdaq. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.